Hey folks, and welcome to the Chonburi Causeway. Yeah, the causeway, this is almost like a bypass for Chonburi. On the water side, you can kind of miss all the traffic lights and all the congestion in downtown Chonburi taking this way, depending on where you're going. But for me, it's quite convenient, and I like riding along here. It's a nice ride. But we're going to a bit of a festival today, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We're fresh back from Phuket. I just finished a 5-part Phuket series, and I wanted to kind of do all those together, 1 through 5. So we're done with that now. If you haven't seen it, maybe go back and give it a watch. A lot of people have asked about the condo series. That will resume this weekend. Still a lot to go with that. But for today, let's get over to this festival. So we come to Chonburi today. Downtown Chonburi, right here at the city hall, the city hall of Chonburi, and they're supposed to have some buffalo races, so we're going to check that out. Thought we'd kind of make a day out of it. 10 o'clock in the morning, they're supposed to start these buffalo races. It's supposed to be the only event like it in Thailand, or in the world for that matter, I believe. At least that's how they advertise it. So we'll check it out. The pictures look pretty fun. They look pretty funny. So it's kind of a bit of a carnival as well. Little games of chance, and there's some looks like a carousel or something up here. Probably in the evening. This will go all night, but we're just here for the actual running of the buffaloes. But it's a 4-day event. There's all kind of stuff going on here. I missed the beauty pageant last night. I should have come to that. It was at 6 o'clock last night. I saw it on TV. I haven't even got to the venue yet, and I've lost V. Oh, she has stopped to get something. I don't know what.
เดี๋ยวไปข้างในไม่มีน้ำเอามาตั้งก่อน
มี10 บาทนี่
มีป่ะครับ10 บาท10 บาท
มีอันนี้ไง10 บาท
โอ้ยขอบคุณครับอันนี้เอาไป
She just wanted some water. That's probably a pretty good idea. It's hot today. So yeah, I think some of these ladies were the beauty pageant contestants from the day before. They come riding in on buffaloes or these floats pulled by buffaloes, and that kind of ushers in the whole event here today. So I thought that was a nice way to start it out with a bunch of nice festivities early in the morning. I guess we'll go look at where they got all the buffaloes. They got tons of buffaloes here. Oh my God. Looks like a stockyard. So by this time, you may be wondering, why would anybody want to race a buffalo? You know, they're a big, heavy, kind of clumsy creature. When there's so many other things you can race. Well, this is the 149th annual buffalo races. So let's just round it off. 150 years they've been doing this. That would take us back to what, the 1870s? There wasn't exactly a whole lot around to race in the 1870s. Cars, motorcycles, etc., etc. So they had buffaloes.It's run what you have, and I guess that's what they did. Oh, what a beast. So I asked those 2 guys who were tending to this fella. He said he's 12 to 1,300 kilos. I don't know if they're all going to get a chance to run or what. Another big one. This guy's huge.I would bet most of these were transported down here from somewhere in Isan, Buriram, something like that. I don't know where they all came from. You don't see a lot of buffaloes around Chonburi. There's some. I've seen some. I just would suspect that most of these came from Isan somewhere. Yeah, they could have just as easily come from Phetchabun, but looks like they're mostly vegetarian here. This guy looks like he's getting a snack for the day.And I did meet quite a few people from Buriram here and different parts of Isan. Now, this is a look at the staging gate, these little gates here. And as I indicated, they kind of travel in herds. So usually when they move around, it's the whole herd. Mama, Papa, the babies, the aunt, the uncle, the sisters, the whole buffalo family. So what they'll do is they'll move part of the herd up here, and they'll try to put the males that are going to run in these gates.Then they'll walk one of the females, or the female, all the way back to the other end. And that's where they'll stage the female. So then the males will kind of know where to go. Here's one over here getting a drink of water and getting cooled off. They seem to really like water, and I did notice that in Isan they would be wading in the creeks, the rivers, almost over their heads in some of the ponds, and they really like to be submerged in water. So, but I believe that's how they do this from watching it all day, and it seems to work most of the time.
นี่นะครับรุ่นใหญ่ไปแล้วรุ่นใหญ่ผมดูความไวก่อนนะครับท่านไม่มีส่วนเกี่ยวข้องนะครับตรงหน้าจัดสนามนะครับ
But it just seems like it's very difficult getting them staged and getting a clean start. There's a lot of false starts, and I wouldn't say the big ones are faster than the small ones. They all just run as fast as they can. I don't know which is faster. But it's a little bit of a show, and especially to see these guys hanging on to the back of that buffalo without falling off till they're at the end or jumping off. It's incredible. It's incredible. That must be one heck of a ride. So these guys are good at the riding, I'll tell you that much.
So after those practice runs, they bring out the big water tanker truck here to hose down the track, and it doesn't really make it muddy, but it does control the dust. So let's have a look around at all the other things that are going on. Like this guy with the slingshot competition here. He did like 6 in a row. I'm not showing you the whole thing here, but that's got to be about 50 feet. And it doesn't even look like it's that high-tech of a slingshot. It almost looks like something homemade. It's not like some high-tech wrist rocket or something like that. But incredible aim, and there he is, like 6 for 6. And then they had these lovely young ladies on hand. There were lots of things like this. They were part of the parade, and I think they're going to hand out the trophies. The trophies are there behind them for the eventual winners, I guess, of the buffalo racing. But everywhere you look, there's something going on. Like these guys. I'm not sure if this is a competition or just a game, but it's kind of like soccer. But it seems like they're all on the same team. And the goal is that net up there. So they're actually trying to score a goal by kicking it up in the air or headbutting it, whatever. There you go. He's got one. Now this thing here, these bamboo poles, I'm not sure if these are coated with something or just sanded smooth as glass, but they're very hard to climb. So to incentivize the climb, they've put money up there along the way.
20 baht at the bottom, 50, then 100, and 500, 1,000 at the top. I guess if you could climb up there, you get all that money, I guess. I'm not sure.
So yeah, I think obviously the goal is to try to make it all the way to the top. That's where that 1,000 baht bill is, and that's worth more than all the other bills on the way up combined. Now, show you a little bit of what happened here. Keep your eye on this guy. He's got a yellow mask on and kind of some teal shorts with some white writing. And he's back there, but keep your eye on him. He's a little older and I think a little wiser than a lot of these guys. So everybody's trying here to no avail. A lot of them are youngsters, but they're giving it the good old college try here. But this fella, there he is. He steps up. He's going to take his turn now. I think this guy knows what he's doing. He's got some sand first. Now keep in mind, there's no safety equipment here other than the foot of sand if you fall. But he put some sand on there to get some grip, and look at him go. Look at him go up there. So you might think, well, he didn't put any sand up top there, higher up onto the thing. What's he going to do then? Well, watch this. Watch what he does. Reach in the pocket where he has stored some more sand and sand down the pole from that level, and then that'll get him some more climbs, and that'll get him some more money. So this guy does pretty well. I didn't see anybody else do better than this. I didn't stand there and watch it the whole day, though. There's just too much else going on, but I just wanted to show you. Now, he's got the 500 there. He made it up to the 500 level. So he's only got probably a foot or two more going up that pole, and he can get to that 1,000. And I think it gets harder to climb as you go up because it's tapered. I guess it gets skinnier, more narrow. So he's going to try to get that that last one, but it's going to get the better of him. He's just tried everything he could and just missed it by inches. So, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. So yeah, the races are getting ready to officially start. They got a lot of different categories, so we'll take a look at some of this, and I'm not going to dwell on any one thing. We basically have looked around at the whole venue. There's a bunch of kiddie rides and things like that, carnival games. I'm not gonna waste your time showing you that. You know what that stuff looks like. But suffice it to say, there was plenty going on here. But there you go, an official start, and I guess they're off.
So we're out here a couple, 3 hours, and we're starved. We gotta go get something to eat. But it's interesting to see powerful, very powerful animals. They're not that good at taking direction. They're only mediocre at taking direction, following direction.
So yeah, we found a Kanome jean stand here, and they have a place to sit down. So we'll go ahead and get seated and order up some Kanome jean. But I guess I forgot to mention one of the most important parts of this whole event, and that is it was free. It's free to get in. It was free to have access to the entire place, the stockyard, the stables, all the different things going on, the games, and of course the races. So we had a great time, but we did work up quite an appetite out there.
We'll have a little lunch here, Kanome jean. See if it's as good as it was in Phuket.
So yeah, 40 baht a portion, and they had all the vegetables, great selection of vegetables here. I gotta tell you, the day that we were out here, it was the day before Buddhist Lent. It was a Thursday, and it was a very weird day. It actually felt like a day in February. It felt like a very day during hot, dry season. The sun was so intense. My nose got sunburned. As I sit here editing this, my nose is peeling. It was just very hot. Have V put a small amount of chili on my Kanome jean there. There you go. But anyway, we'll get it all mixed up and see if this is as good as we had in Phuket. We really enjoyed the one we had in Phuket.
All right, let's eat. It's a hot one out here. Get that thumbs up. Different flavor than what we had in Phuket, but still good.
So yeah, I think I'll remember this day for quite a while to come, watching a bunch of guys doing a barefooted 100-yard dash on the back of a buffalo. So let me know what you thought of the buffalo races and the whole festival there. It is, in my opinion, a 149-year tradition. So I kind of like, as much as things change in our world today, it's nice that some things stay the same, and once a year they go out and race buffalo. I don't even know that buffaloes pull plows for the most part, like they did 150 years ago when this event started. But they still got buffaloes, and they're still maintaining the tradition. So this event will change places probably almost every year. On this year, it was at the Chonburi City Hall. Next year, who knows? You just have to keep your eyes open for it if you want to attend. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this one off here as I head back down the Chonburi Causeway here. And as usual, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.
Lift me up.